Not gonna lie, Wyatt surprised us all this morning when she packed her own Mickey ears. That's right, the Cinderella ears went in her own carry-on bag. And that's on being responsible. Let's get this podcast started. Welcome to a very special, very magical episode of Not Gonna Lie, a Wave original in proud partnership with Walt Disney World and AdventHealth. I'm your host, Kelce. My favorite Disney character of all time is... I thought I was going to have it. I thought I was going to be able to just do it. I thought it was going to come to my brain and I was going to be like, yeah, of course that's your favorite character, Kylie. I can't choose. I genuinely can't choose. This is what gets me. My gut instinct is to say Tinkerbell. Is it? I love Nemo so much. That's such a... They're so far out. Remy is perfect. Oh, no. Okay, we're going to move on because I don't think I'm not coming to a conclusion. I'm not into roller coasters, but I do love Space Mountain. I know, it's an indoor roller coaster. Don't try and make it make sense. That's ridiculous. And the best Disney song ever is definitely, I'm going to do it again. I thought I was going to come up with it on the spot. I'm listening to a lot of Let It Go in our house right now. But who doesn't love a little, a dream is a wish your heart makes, you know? Oh, classic. I'll leave you with those two for now. Oh, gosh. Well, real ones, I guess I'll stop bearing the lead. As you can see, this is a very special episode of Not Gonna Lie because I'm taping from the most magical place on earth. That's right, Walt Disney World. This is crazy. We love it here. Look at all the magic. It's happening. Look at all the people walking and the castle. This is the best. And if you think I'm excited, you should have seen our children. And by that, I mean, no one was prepared for the excitement that Wyatt brought at 6:30 this morning. 6:30. That child usually sleeps till 8. We told our kids that we were coming to Disney World a month ago because I don't like to surprise them if it's something that's this exciting. It's so much excitement that I don't think their wee little bodies could handle it. Yeah. So we told them a month ago. They have been talking about it ever since. It has been the topic of conversation, who we were going to see, what we should talk to people about when we get here, the questions we have to ask. We've been saving up. So, yeah, it's going to be a little nutty. And I'm actually excited to see every single time someone surprises me. Someone surprises me about how they act with the character or what ride they decide to be brave and get on. Last time Wyatt took a moment with Ariel in her cove and turned back around as we were all getting ready to leave and said, "You're my favorite princess." And I promptly had to put my sunglasses back down so that I could cry in peace. I'm tearing up just thinking about it. It's insane. Honestly, bringing your children to Disney World, I've said it before and I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. It's for me. It is selfishly for the parents. I know that sounds a little nutty, but I'm going to tell you why. When you see your kid's face light up at the magic that this place creates, it cannot be topped. And I stand by that. I guarantee I will cry at least 3 times while we're here because of a child reaction. It's that simple. All right. Coming up on today's Disney Spectacular, I'm going to get honest about trips to Disney World as a parent. This includes my personal tips for being in the parks with 4 tiny humans. Plus, I got some quality doom scrolling in on the plane ride down. So I'm going to talk about one of the most Philly-coded gender reveals I've ever seen. Plus, there's a club in Disney that exclusively plays Disney Channel music. Guys, am I going clubbing? Maybe. After that, I'm going to be joined by one of our most requested guests ever. We were waiting for the perfect time to have her on, and being in Disney, her homeland, I'll call it, This couldn't be more perfect. It's my mother-in-law, Donna Kelce. But first, let's get to our real one comment of the week. Comment says, we love a 62-minute episode with number 62. Cassidy, you knew it. Queen Emma broke me down again. That's so crazy. It's like I'm getting weaker. You got this, Kylie. Queen Emma is trying to work you over. Right, Queen Emma? Yeah, this week she's right over there. So I get to give her the evil look from right here. I'm going to channel my villain. I'm going to send it right over to her. There's actually a note here from the desk of Queen Emma. It's so weird that the desk is right there. Hey, girl, if we someday welcome an NFL tight end onto this program, no one in particular, just wondering your thoughts on a crisp 87. I don't know. Sounds like a great idea to me. Peace, love, and turtles. Queen Emma. Great. Uncle Trav's busy. He's busy. And so when he's not busy, he's always welcome in the other chair here. But until then, he's busy. Leave him alone. Next up, my first episode of FAFO with Nikki Marie just came out, and I'm glad you guys loved it as much as I loved making it. It was so much fun to get together with someone who shares an absolute love of sports, love of field hockey, and a fellow mother, and get to sit down and chat about how sports has shaped her in her life, what it's meant to her to have field hockey grow up with her, and now to watch her daughter start to play. And we then got to coach we tiny humans to play the sport that we love. So it was, I'm feeling inspired, a magical moment that I am so glad that you guys have gotten the chance to watch. And my next FAFO comes out December 2nd. Any guesses about where I'm going next? Tag us at NGL with Kylie. Moving on, let's get to a very magical edition of Can I Be Honest? Brought to you by AdventHealth. This week, let's get honest about Disney World as a parent. That's right. It is for us as parents, when our kids are as young as mine are. Wyatt remembers everything, but that's just her personality, who she is. Ellie doesn't remember much, which is exactly the phase I'm talking about, where it's for me. It's for me. When her little face lights up, when she saw Tiana up in a window, she still talks about it. Getting to wave to Tiana up in the window. It's beautiful. We've been to Disney World. I think we've been 6. It had to be 6 because last year we came twice. This is our first time coming to Disney World with 4 tiny humans. So that's interesting. I truly think that each of them have a moment that will resonate with them in whatever age they are. So obviously Wyatt will like something different this year. She's 6. Ellie at 4 is still very into the princesses. Benny has talked about some of the other things, and Homegirl loves a snack, so she's been talking about the Mickey pretzel. My child. The most afraid of any of the characters, though, would probably be it might be Wyatt. Wyatt has always been someone who is a little wary of characters. So she might be our ringer. I do think the last time that we saw, I want to say it was Donald Duck. We saw Donald over in Animal Kingdom. He was a far enough distance away that he could wave, and Benny felt good about it. So I think that that was probably Benny's most favorite interaction so far. Finn, her favorite interaction was with a churro last year while she was still in my belly. So if you know, you know. I'm unsure what their reactions are going to be this year, but we might all find out together. Now, as I've said before, a lot of people look at me, see I have 4 kids, and assume I have it figured out. I don't. I don't know how many times I got to tell you guys that. The same goes for trips to Disney, but I have gathered a few hacks over the years. So here are my official Disney not so pro tips. Number 1, every butt needs a seat. She's 6. Wyatt is 6 years old. I have a stroller that collapses small enough to fit under the big stroller because in the off chance that she wants to get her butt in a seat, we are not stopping. We are going and we will roll with it. It is my biggest piece of advice. Number 2, stay on property at a Disney resort if you can. Their transportation, outstanding. I still remember coming when I was going into 6th grade. We stayed at Coronado Springs. I still remember the breakfast was delicious. It's where I learned to love thunderstorms. If you know, you know. I also love the monorail. You know who else loves the monorail? The girls. And any transportation that I don't have to beg them to get on is a win in my book. Number 3, and this is a big one, if it works for your family, consider bringing your kids' grandparents or extended family and friends because extra hands and eyes are the best. Yes, that's right. Man-to-man coverage, everyone. We love man-to-man coverage because it means that everyone gets their undivided attention and, even more importantly, you don't miss moments. Number 4, shout out to the Rapunzel bathrooms. It's the spot. I don't know why. It's always where we take our potty break. I'm so serious. Number 5, if you have a litter of children like I do, that's right, I said a litter, a whole gaggle of geese, if you will, plan on going on a favorite ride for each of your tiny humans so everyone has something special to look forward to. Now, if you're anything like mine, sometimes it's not always going to be a ride. It might be an experience or an interaction with a princess or a character. Absolutely set something aside for everyone so that you can build up to that moment. And then you can convince them to get where you're going. We love motion. Keep it moving. And since we're talking rides, here are the top tiny human rides in our family. Little Mermaid Under the Sea ride. We love to sit in the shells. We love it. Wyatt does make me cover her eyes at the eels because they're a little scary. Everybody knows that. Journey of Water, inspired by Moana, is, I would say, one of the most underrated experiences in the parks. They get to actually play with the water. Our girls talk about it every time they leave. And it is a little walking path so you can go at your own pace. And there's plenty of different experiences within it so that you can have everybody engaged and interacting. It's such a good time. We love that ride experience. Frozen sing-along. The Arendelle historians in the Frozen sing-along are hilarious. We've seen the show multiple times with different historians, and they are all outstanding. Highly recommend. And the last one is, it's for me. It's the Kilimanjaro safaris at Animal Kingdom. I love it so much. I love it. Also, look for the hidden Mickey. It's in the middle of the flamingos. And lastly, tip number 6, for all the real ones with or without tiny humans, treat yourself. Yep, that's right. I might recommend you maybe just put your kids in the stroller and hand the passes to your husband and the grandparents, and you sneak out, send them to the parks, and you go to the spa at the Grand Floridian. I don't know, just an idea. It's just an idea. I'm not going to do it. Maybe I'll see you at the spa. Guys, that would be so messed up. I'd do it though. I would do an RB. Who wants to hop in on a little couples massage? Because my husband's going to be busy. He'll be in the parks. Okay? Got it. That's it for my official not so pro tips to Disney. And that's it for Can I Be Honest? Brought to you by AdventHealth. Next up, let's get right into Doom Scroll of the Week. First up, I just saw the most Philly gender reveal ever. And this little girl's honesty, frankly, belongs in an episode of Not Gonna Lie. Queen Emma, the clip, please.
Bite into the cannoli and we'll find out what the baby is.
Oh.
A big cannoli.
Very big cannoli. I see it.
What is it? It's a boy!
Baby boy! Baby
It's a
boy!
boy!
Baby boy coming April.
You're gonna have a brother!
I don't want a brother.
I love so many things about this clip. First of all, dressed to perfection. People love it. Everyone's decked out in some Eagles gear. Second, some cannolis. Of course, we got some South Philly cannolis up in there for a little gender reveal. Naturally, my favorite reaction, though, is the little girl who immediately says that she doesn't want a brother and rolls her eyes. Those eyes shot to the sky so fast. She's a real one in the making, okay? Blunt, honest, I love it. What I don't love? Gender reveals. I'm sorry, guys. I know this is such a buzzkill. I know that we have a lot of people out there who have done gender reveals. It's not my thing. I think partially because I don't like being surprised. And also because I'm not creative enough to come up with one. Let's be honest. That is not a type C mom thing to do, I would think. That is someone who is far more organized and put together than me. And also, full transparency, I do believe I have discussed, maybe not here on the pod, but definitely to people, about that I do think there's always a certain sense of which way you want it to go. And so if it doesn't go that way, sometimes it's not great to have recorded your reaction. I think we've all seen the duds online. Specifically, it's when there's always like two of that gender standing with the parents, and then they like take a bite into a cupcake, and it happens to be the same gender as the kids standing near them. Guys, we should just embrace it. All the hand-me-downs work. Okay? We're fine. So, no, I would not ever consider doing a gender reveal. Personally, Jason and I, for our first, I always said that I wanted to find out for our first and not find out for any of our consecutive pregnancies. So we found out when Wyatt was 11 weeks old. I got a 10-week blood test, and it was available in the at 11 weeks. We got the results, and we checked together. When I got pregnant with Ellie, we again got that blood test at 10 weeks, and we were not together when I got the results. And I read them and then called my husband, and he said, I thought we were finding out. And I said, yep, that was the plan, but I read it. Now I know. And so you have to know too. We're in this together. And so then we had given up on the idea of not finding out. I really enjoyed personally referring to her as her when I had her in my belly. I loved getting to plan in the very small amount of planning that I do, which is barely any. But I loved it. I loved getting to figure out their name ahead of time, get to refer to them as their name. That was very fun. The only one that didn't have their name before they came out was Finn. And we called her Pickle. She was fine. Speaking of pregnancy announcements, this TikToker won. She won. Everyone can just give up now because this was it.
Now, remember, friends, we don't make mistakes, only happy accidents.
I don't even know where to start. For our audio listeners, the mom is dressed up as Bob Ross. She has 3 boys standing in front of her, one of which is fighting for his life to keep a straight face and also holding a sonogram. And the mom turns to the camera while she's painting on the canvas that is her other children's shirts. And she says,
We don't make mistakes, only happy accidents.
That is what I will call I was once told that is called a pleasant surprise. Yeah. And that's that. That mom nailed that. I think that I think humor being involved in a pregnancy announcement, top notch. But this mom, you nailed it. And also your oldest son nailed it because he tried so hard to keep a straight face and he did a darn good job. Next scroll, Elizabeth Banks just spoke at the ESPNW Summit, and I love her take on women supporting women. The clip, please, Queen Emma.
We made a show last year, The Better Sister, on Amazon. It was all women and running the show. And guess what? We got home for dinner every night. And it's just like, that's the thoughtfulness behind every decision. Somebody comes in and goes, my kid, I got to go see my kid in the play. And it's like, we're going to figure that out for you, you know? And I think people feel comfortable coming to women and saying, I need something and I'll do my job better if you help me figure it out.
I love this clip so much. I love that she talks about how we can have work-life balance. I love the fact that she has an emphasis on that as women, that we can achieve that. I love that there is the idea that if there is something, attention that your family needs, and I'm not saying needs as in like it's an emergency or something like that. I mean needs as in like there's something that you need to be there for your kid. And that includes recitals, plays, potentially like a classroom party that all of the other parents are going to be at. That's okay to accommodate that in your schedule. And it's okay to mark that as important, because when you end up missing those things, I truly think that, number one, your kids notice. I think we've all felt that. My daughter just started kindergarten and I've already had a moment of, well, you weren't there. So I'm going to do my darndest to not miss another. On NGL, we adopt the same thinking that Elizabeth Banks is talking about. We have quite a few moms that work on the show, all of our queens that we've collected. We value their time and we value their energy, and we know that their kids also deserve their time and attention, and that we don't just have to run ourselves into the ground to do something and create something that's productive and meaningful. So we will continue to do this. We get it, and we love the messaging here from Elizabeth Banks. Last on Doom Scroll, apparently there's a club on Disney property that exclusively plays throwback Disney Channel music, and I'm so in on this clip. Yes, a million times yes. Yes, 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 and then some more yes. Oh my gosh, yes. The part of this clip that hits the hardest, the Lizzie McGuire. Everyone wants to sing that song, right? Everyone wants to sing This Is What Dreams Are Made Of at the top of their lungs with the lights going and the bass hitting and a room full of people doing it too. I'm going clubbing. I think I'm going clubbing. I'm a drag queen Emma. We're going clubbing. That does it for Doom Scroll. Coming up, she's the real Disney queen known as Dee Dee to my girls. It's my mother-in-law, Donna Kelce. Right after this message from me about our partner, AdventHealth. Imagine this, chat. You finally made it to Disney World. The kids are hyped. You've got your Mickey ears on, and you're ready for a magical time. And then someone gets an earache. Or you realize you left your meds back at home next to the coffee maker. Always a classic. That's why I'm genuinely glad Walt Disney World Resort has an official healthcare provider in AdventHealth. They go way beyond first aid stations. They have the AdventHealth World of Wellness. It's basically like having a health safety net while you're on vacation. You can hop on the AdventHealth app and do a telehealth visit. If you need a prescription, they'll deliver it straight to your resort. Their urgent care will actually come pick you up. And for anything more serious, there is a first-of-its-kind emergency room located near Disney property at Flamingo Crossings. How reassuring is that? So when you're planning your next Disney trip, add AdventHealth to your checklist, because keeping your crew healthy means you can focus on the fun. You can check them out at AdventHealthWorldOfWellness.com. Our guest was one of the 2024 Glamour Women of the Year and is always a Woman of the Year to me and our whole family. You may have seen her on the Hallmark Channel. That's my child screaming. And her child is the one probably causing it.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
You may have seen her on the Hallmark Channel wearing her famous split Eagles-Chiefs jersey or gifting her sons chocolate chip cookies ahead of the Super Bowl. She's our favorite Disney expert. My girl is Dee Dee, my mother-in-law, and now she's officially not gonna lie. Donna Kelce, welcome to the show.
I'm excited to be on the show. I can't stand it. This is great. And I mean, here of all places.
I know.
Can't get any better.
I figured if we were going to do the Donna Kelce episode that everyone's been asking for.
Perfect.
Perfect place to do it.
Every time you walk in the gate, it's just like you feel like you believe in magic all over again.
Yes. Yes, you do.
It's a great feeling.
Now, how does it feel to be one of our most requested guests?
Oh, that's interesting.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they must know I have a lot of dirt on the boys.
I think they know I'm going to ask the questions to get there.
There you go.
Uh-huh.
Perfect.
Now, you know all the ins and outs of Disney, so we're going to get into that. But first, the real ones,
Yeah.
for some reason, always want to hear more about our family. So we'll start there. I don't know if I've talked about the first time that I met you on the podcast yet. I've talked about the first time I met Travis. It was the Pro Bowl trip to Hawaii.
Yeah, we were in Hawaii.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first time that we met?
Yeah.
I believe it was an Eagles game.
Yes.
I figured that you would remember only because leading up to that, the joke was that nobody believed that Jason actually had a girlfriend because he's not a Rico Suave, everyone.
Yeah.
He wasn't bringing around a bunch of girls.
No. Very few. None in high school. And I never knew of anyone that he dated in college. I'm sure there were a couple.
Sure.
But he just never brought anybody home. I guess he was just waiting for you, Kylie.
Sure. That's what it was.
Just waiting for the perfect one.
That's right. It had nothing to do with the fact that he has no game whatsoever.
Well, you know.
Now, what do you remember from our first meeting?
Oh, man. How tall you were.
Yeah.
You had a sophisticated air about you.
Oh, that's very kind.
Yeah, I know. And it was, I was just really impressed with, how you carried yourself and how articulate you were. And I just was thrilled to death.
I was very excited to be with you and be eye to eye.
Yeah,
that is
there you
always
go.
like, as tall women, I think you always recognize when someone you walk up to and you're speaking like straight to
True.
their face.
Yeah, agreed.
It's something that I don't realize until it happens. Like until I'm talking to a tall woman, I don't realize that I'm looking down towards everybody else.
Yeah, I know.
For anyone who doesn't know this, you are known as Dee Dee to our girls.
Yes.
How did we get the name Dee Dee?
Dee Dee came about very selfishly because most babies say the D word first. And so I thought, okay, there is already a Nana, and there's probably going to be some other names and things like that. So I just did my initial of my name twice. That's all.
I love it. And also, I love the idea that there was a chance that you beat Jason to the punch. Like if it was a DD instead of a dad, we could have held that over him forever.
Yeah, but the A vowel is a very
it's easy and it's quick.
It is for sure. It's easy to form.
Jury's still out on Finn. We still have a chance. Now you were just in town visiting. What's the funniest thing that one of the girls has said or asked you ever?
Just recently, Bennett came up to me and she says, "Now, what's your name again?"
Yeah, she'll humble you. That one's a little nuts. I think I know the answer to this question, but of our four girls, who reminds you the most of Jason?
Oh boy, it's got to be Wyatt. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I'm not sure that I've told the story on the podcast before, but I have said before that there was a time when Wyatt, I think she was around 2, and I remember her having a tough moment, we'll call it. And you were staring at her in like a very just like observant way. And I looked at you and I said, "Is it giving you PTSD?" And you said, "A little bit, a little bit."
Yeah.
Who reminds you the most of like a Travis personality?
Oh dear. Well, it's usually the second or the third child because they're the ones that are fearless. Mm-hmm. And you're learning with the first child. So I would have to say that Ellie probably is the one that throws herself off the couch without abandon.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, so she has no fear.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Donna, as you know, I love talking about motherhood on this podcast. And since I'm married to your son, I have a lot of questions for you. I, of course, have 4 girls and you raised 2 boys.
Oh, yeah.
And witnessing a household of all girls now and being close to it.
Yeah.
What would you say are the biggest differences between raising boys and girls?
The thing that just amazes me is how they will sit down and do a craft for a certain period of time. That wasn't my experience.
No.
It was constantly running around, jumping off of things, getting into trouble, running out the door, starting the car up, when they were 3. So
Yes.
they got into a lot of stuff.
Now, is there one that you would say is tougher or just different?
I think Jason, because he was the oldest and, always the elder child in the family, not all the time, but especially with Jason, he would tend to listen and follow the rules. Yeah, Travis isn't a rule follower. No, he runs to the tune of his own drum.
We had a conversation after I had Bennett where you had mentioned 3 girls still sounds a little bit nicer than 2 boys for that age.
Yeah.
Because, a bird.
It must be one of my ancestors.
Now, much like you're saying, doing a craft, we often start our day with a nice drawing, coloring session.
Oh, yeah.
And I have said that in that moment, a house of boys would never. They would never. No, they're breaking the crayons. It's like I saw one time 2 different fields. There was a field full of boys playing soccer and a field full of girls playing soccer. The girls, you ask them to get in a circle and kick the ball between each other. With the boys, one's, playing basketball with the soccer ball. They are, hitting each other. They're wrestling on the floor. They're doing everything but what they're told to do. So, yeah. Completely different. It might be tougher for us later.
Yeah.
Sure.
Could be. Could be. Yeah, for sure.
Now, I also couldn't have you on and not ask about the famous story of Jason with the knives in the front yard.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I had just picked them up from daycare and we had gotten home. And I decided I was going to go upstairs and change because I had my, work outfit on. So I'm upstairs, I get the shorts on, and I hear from across the street this person calling, "Oh my God, he's got a knife." And I knew who it was immediately.
Did you really?
Yes, I knew it was Jason. He was the only one that was tall enough that could reach him. And I literally had him high up in a cabinet because I had to keep everything sharp away from both of them. But yeah, I ran out there. I only had my shorts on and a bra. I literally ran out and, and then everybody was clapping on the street. They were so excited about that picture. So it was really kind of funny, but, Jason was literally throwing it up in the air and it would come down and hit the ground and
to stick in the grass.
Yeah. And Travis is just looking at it. And I'm like, oh my God, that could have went right through his head. But yeah, that was a scary time. That was a scary one.
Yeah. I'm always brought back to little Jason when he headbutted grandma.
Oh yeah. He did that with my mother. Yeah. Yeah. He thought that was just great fun because Ed and he used to do it all the time.
Sure.
Just as a little game. And he wasn't even walking. They would just headbutt each other. And sure enough,
like a little love tap.
Pretty much knocked my grandmother out. I mean, their grandmother out. And the other time is Jason was 2 months old and I had just dried my hair and he picked up a hairdryer and hit me over the head. And I saw stars on that one. Yeah. And he wasn't doing it to be mean or anything. He just thought it was fun. Thought it was funny. What 2-year-old can pick up a hairdryer and swing it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he had muscles back then.
Now, as the mother of that man's 4 children, how can I prevent my kids from repeating their dad's mistake?
Oh, geez. I think every child is their own and they come up with their own thoughts. So something that they're going to come up with is going to be completely different than what my children did because they're watching different shows.
Sure.
They're looking at cartoons, and I'm sure that Jason had seen that on some cartoon. They both like to mimic.
Now, you've told so many great stories about Jason and Travis. Is there one that you haven't told, and maybe you've been saving for the perfect moment, and maybe this is that moment?
I don't know.
You've aired it out. You've exposed
there you go.
them.
There's one in particular that I do remember. I used to have to keep the keys up high, just like I had to keep the knives up high. And Travis, for some reason, was opening up the drawers and he was climbing up them. He was 3, climbing up the cupboards to get to the keys. And for some reason, I was in the bathroom or whatever. I mean, you got to go. And I'm all by myself. I go out the back door, and there's the 2 of them sitting in the car. Now, mind you, the car was locked. So Travis would watch us like a hawk. He knew exactly what we were doing. He knew how to unlock the car door, get into it, and then slam it shut. And I don't know how he did it, but somehow, and thank goodness, it was it was not an automatic.
Sure.
Okay. And he put the keys in the car. He knew exactly what to do and turned it on, and it jumped and went right through the garage door. And Jason, thank goodness, was sitting next to him, and he was just like this. He was so excited. But he could have been standing in front of it. It could have been a really bad moment.
I will tell you, after watching the dynamic between our own kids now, I wouldn't be surprised if Jason wasn't following him to say, nope, put the key in the hole.
Yeah.
And now you're gonna want to turn it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So he actually got it started. Yeah, he did at 3. So from then on, I always had to have my keys on my person. I could not hide them.
That's terrible.
Because they could see where I left them. So yeah, that was a little scary.
Not Trav out here just saving receipts.
Yeah, there's some other ones with the car, but I can't go into it.
The trunk.
Yeah.
When it was going to be sold the next day.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
we'll leave that.
Yeah.
We'll leave that one alone.
Yeah.
Be out of respect for the individuals involved.
Yeah.
We'll keep that one between us. Okay. Now, you've done an amazing job as a mom. I know how proud you are of Jason and Travis, and they are of you. Is there a piece of motherhood advice that you lived by?
Oh, dear. Every once in a while, let them fight. Because
that's great advice. I love this.
Because that's how you learn to negotiate, to do different things. But I mean, if it looks like it's getting kind of, a
little too
terrible,
dicey.
and it's too, it looks like somebody's going to get hurt. But usually somebody cries and it stops.
Sure.
So, unfortunately, the younger one definitely has to figure it out. And they really do come up with good negotiation skills and manipulation and some other things. Yeah. Yeah. So
now, as his mom, what have you enjoyed the most about watching Jason as a dad?
Oh, I'm just totally amazed that he can be as gentle as he can, but then he still throws them up in the air on the couch. But that is a softer side of him that I don't think I've ever seen before. And he definitely loves his girls. There's no doubt about it.
Yep. They've got him.
Yeah, they do.
You're also our first guest who has grandchildren, and we do have a lot of real ones with grandkids. So I'd love to know what grandparenting advice you would give as a first timer.
Let them do whatever they want. It's terrible. No, within reason. There are things that I ask you, can I do this? Can I do that?
Very much so.
But I think you're there to show them as much love as you possibly can. And I'm not the one that's going to be the downer. So I try not to be. But every once in a while, you have to say, okay, that's enough. But yeah.
I do think that you have an amazing balance of coming in. They know that you'll bring them sweet treats because that's the grandparents' duty. Everybody knows that. You have free reign on sweet treats.
Yeah.
And they know that you will sit there and give them your undivided attention and read them books. And so because of that, whenever there is mention of Dee Dee, they're like, where is she? When she get here? Is she here yet? It's there's excitement with it that is unmatched.
Yeah.
And very obvious that they truly value the time that they get to spend with you.
Well, I value it also.
Now, I do have to ask, I I promise that Donna's Disney Guide is coming up next, but real quick.
Yeah.
I know you signed an NDA,
Yes, I did.
but I want to know about this Traitors situation.
Do you? Okay. Well, I can
Tell
tell
me
you.
when it comes out, Donna.
Yeah, I think sometime in January.
Perfect.
The Traitors show does come out. It's season 4.
Yes.
Celebrity season 4. I had a
Are you allowed
blast
to
on
say
it.
where it was?
Oh yeah, it's in Scotland. Yeah.
And how was that?
Just wonderful. There was nothing better than walking through the Highlands at night, in the complete dark. It was crazy. There are so many beautiful things about the Highlands. It's just the mountains and the water and everything. It's very serene, and the air was the cleanest I think I've ever, breathed in my life. I had no trouble climbing up 3 flights of stairs. I'm like, why? This is awesome.
This is reminding me. I would like the real ones to know that one of the things that I think is one of your secret superpowers is travel.
Oh,
and I don't even know how secret it is.
Yeah.
Because I yell it from the rooftops. Your way of travel is so impressive. Your thirst for knowledge and the way that you travel the world is one of the most intriguing and exciting things. I love when you travel because I get to vicariously live through your travel experiences. Yeah. But that actually brings us to the fact that we are in one of our favorite places to travel.
Absolutely.
And also one of yours.
Been here many times.
It's not that far for you to travel now.
No.
Because you are a Florida resident.
I am.
But that brings us to Donna's Disney Guide. All right, now the main event. We promised the real ones your insider guide to Disney.
Hey, all right.
I'm going to let you take it away. Where do people absolutely need to go when they come to Disney World? Your must stops.
It definitely depends on how old your kids are or where you are in your life. But if it's adults, definitely, you got to go to Epcot. If it's children, you definitely have to come to Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios. There's just so many wonderful places to go, wonderful things to eat for any age. It's just a magical place. It really is.
What's your favorite thing to eat in the park?
Oh, geez. I think caramel apples. I just love caramel apples for sure.
That's my mother-in-law.
Yeah, there you go.
Now, do you have a favorite ride personally?
Yes. Favorite all time was the one that just came out, a couple years ago, is Guardians of the Galaxy. I could ride that over and over and over again. I love that ride.
Rumor has it that I will be riding that ride this week.
Yes. Yes.
I'm a little nervous about it.
No, don't be. You will love it.
I know. You've given it rave reviews. I am nervous.
You're watching the world go by as you're going around it, so it's fun.
Now, do you personally have a favorite park?
I would think that Epcot probably is my favorite just because I love Soarin'. And you
love travel.
Yeah, I do. I love to see all the different, countries and go around the park and see all the different types of food. It's just, you can't beat it.
And you've never lost the love of Disney.
I try to get as many times as I can. Obviously, growing families, you can't go as many times as you really want to go. But it's just a special place. It just feels like home to me. And it's just this feeling like you're just free of all the strife and things that are happening in your life that are weighing you down.
I also really appreciate that you have made this your home and that we get to come and not only visit Dee Dee, but get caramel apples together.
For sure. That's good. It's always the best.
Thank you so much for coming on Not Gonna Lie.
No problem.
It has been incredible having you.
Thank you.
Specifically in the happiest place on earth.
It doesn't get any better.
It's magic.
I know.
It's the Disney magic.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, before we wrap this episode, I have one more surprise. We need tiny humans.
Oh, of course. Okay. I just want to let you know that I do buy your merchandise. This is one of the things that I purchased.
Guys, you should go get yourself a hat. You can match Donna.
Yes, there you go.
Look at it. Come on.
Perfect.
Look how beautiful she looks. While we're waiting on children, I do want to circle back just for a second about motherhood for you.
Yeah.
And obviously I said, like, a lot of people are fans of your work. In other words, really appreciate the two men that you have helped raise. And a lot of people have a lot of feelings about the fact that they are both so, what I think most people would refer to as emotionally intelligent.
Yeah.
Is there something that you and Ed were doing that like encourage that, or is that just like who they are at their core?
I think both Ed and I are very emotional at times, and we do cry at movies and what have you. But I think that's just in their DNA. You know, it's something that they have in their personality. I don't think you can teach that or anything, but they just feel things very deeply. They do.
And I just want to emphasize that, and I hope you already know this, I'm a big fan of your work. Big fan.
There you go.
Because he's great and I love him, and I appreciate that you raised him.
Very good.
Okay, we have one more surprise. So we're going to get Chica's in here. Can you come see me?
Come on, guys.
Hi.
Hey, how are you doing?
Hello. Is Benny coming?
Hi, Wyatt.
Oh, here comes Benny. Yep, she's coming. She changed her mind.
All right,
hello.
Ellie. Here you go.
Hello. Okay.
You want to come
Let's
over
see.
here? Hi, I'm going to move this. Here.
Hi.
Can I move this
Okay.
or no? Here you go. Come on in.
We have a
Can you come in?
surprise.
Yeah.
Oh, that was mean.
Okay.
Finny, you can't
All
grab her
right.
hair. Okay. We do have a surprise
Uh-huh.
for the tiny humans. It's a very exciting surprise.
Mhm.
And I think it's on its way. It's on its way in a minute. Finny, do you want to tell everyone something? Let's see. Whoop. There we go. Oh, Wyatt, anything to tell the listeners?
Hi.
Where are we right now?
I like your
Disney
backpack,
World.
In
Wyatt.
Disney World. Is
Oh,
it
yeah.
amazing? Do you love it
Do you
here?
like the castle?
Come on, hop up on the chair with me.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Scoot your hiney back. Do you want to
What
show
would you
everyone
like
your
to say?
backpack?
And the parade, and I want to see Jasmine.
Okay, awesome.
What princess do you want to see? Jasmine. Were you guys eating something maybe?
We got treats.
We
You
got,
got
treats. I think the surprise is here, maybe.
It is.
That's that
Do you think she'll come over
talking
here?
about.
Okay.
Hi, Minnie. Guys, it's Minnie.
Look it.
Ellie,
Fun.
she's wearing your favorite color. Hi. Hello, Minnie. She
Give her
drew
a
you a
kiss.
heart,
You wanna blow her a
Ellie.
kiss?
What do
Yeah.
you say, Benny?
Say
Oh,
she's-
now she's silent.
Well, she's
She went
big-
silent.
She's bigger than
she was
thought.
talking all about you.
You're a tall girl too.
Benny, who is it?
Do you want to blow her a kiss? Say hi. You can wave if you don't want to talk. Yeah, give her, blow her a
Oh.
kiss. Aw, that's so sweet.
Minnie, how's Mickey doing? Is he good? He's good. Oh,
Yeah.
you love him.
Yeah.
I have one of those.
Yeah.
Love him. Oh, are we so excited to meet Minnie? Should we take a picture? Go
Wanna
ahead,
come
why?
down? Here you go. We'll come with you. There you go.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Wow, this is
Girlies,
awesome.
get together.
There you go.
Do you love her eyelashes? Do you want to know if she's wearing mascara? My little makeup baby. Oh, she loves makeup, Minnie. Oh, Minnie said yes to mascara. Do you think she wears lipstick? Do you wear lipstick to get fancy, Minnie? Look at her putting lipstick on. She's studying her face.
All right.
Do you want to give Minnie a hug? Go ahead.
Aw.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you so much, Minnie. It was
Thank
so
you,
good to
Minnie.
see you.
Aw.
Say bye, Minnie. Oh, thank you, Minnie. Okay, that's a wrap on a very magical episode of Not Gonna Lie from Disney World. You can find even more of our clips from my longer conversation with Donna on my YouTube channel on Monday. I'll be back next Thursday with a brand new episode. Follow Not Gonna Lie on all social media at NGL with Kylie. Listen and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. If you haven't seen our first episode of FAFO, check it out right now on YouTube. Not Gonna Lie is a Wave original brought to you by Walt Disney World and AdventHealth. Thanks to the real ones for tuning in.